All right, in this video, we're going to show you how to cover your Merch by Amazon settings inside of Merch Titans automation. And with that being said, you can log into the app and you'll be presented with the home page here. And what you want to do is make sure Merch by Amazon is enabled down here in the platform section. And once that is done, the next thing you need to do is upload your spreadsheet. So click the Upload XLSX file option and you'll see Upload up in the upper right hand corner. So you want to click on that, and then you want to select your spreadsheet. And once you do that, you'll be presented with a view of your spreadsheet inside the app itself. So you can look over that and make sure everything looks good. Now, if you did not set up your spreadsheet, you'll want to go back and watch the spreadsheet video in our training section, because it'll teach you how to set up your spreadsheet and prepare your data and file paths and design files for Merch Titans automation so that you can have a smooth process. So if you don't have a spreadsheet, make sure you go back and watch that video. Now that this all looks good, I'm going to hit back, and it looks like everything's good on the home page. So we're going to move over to the left hand menu, and you'll see Merch by Amazon here. So click this and you'll be presented with a list of all of the Merch by Amazon options. So let's go ahead and cover these one by one so you understand how they work. So up here at the top, you have auto login when logged out. And what this is, if you select yes, you'll input your Amazon email and password for your Merch by Amazon account. And then let's say you're uploading 200 designs to Merch by Amazon. That would usually take an hour or two. And in that process, what happens is Amazon will auto log you out. If you have this enabled, then it'll automatically log you back in and continue that upload process until your entire spreadsheet is complete or you hit the daily cap. So that is how that option works. And in this video, I'm not going to actually do that, because I'm only uploading a few designs to show you how everything works. So moving on, you have Save Login, and I always recommend you check this. What Save Login will do is it'll actually cache your email and password in your browser locally on your end, so that each time you launch Merch Titans automation, you don't have to log into Merch by Amazon every single time. So that's very useful and it'll save you a lot of time. Now Reset Login, this will just reset that login if you ever need to log into a different account on Merch by Amazon. So that's how that works. Now moving on, you got Save or Submit. This is pretty self-explanatory. You can either set this setting to publish your designs or save it as a draft on Amazon. So I recommend publish. Now let's move on to merchbyamazon.com marketplace settings. So this will have all of your settings for the .com marketplace. As you can see, we have all the marketplaces supported, even the new ones. You got France, Italy, and Spain here, along with .co.uk, the United Kingdom, and Germany. So we have all of the new Merch by Amazon marketplaces and each particular setting that pertains to those marketplaces. So let's start with .com. So products to enable on .com, you'll have standard t-shirt, premium t-shirt, v-neck t-shirt, tank top, long sleeve, raglan, sweatshirt, pullover hoodie, zip hoodie, pop socket grip, iPhone cases, and Samsung cases. So for this video, I'm actually going to leave every single one of these enabled. But in your case, let's say you only wanted to upload to maybe just a standard t-shirt, then you just deselect all the rest and select standard t-shirt. But I'm going to upload to all of them because I want to show you how this app works fully. Now moving on, phone case alignment, image alignment. So I've got to go over one thing real quick so you understand how this works. So if I come over to my spreadsheet, I'm going to actually put this image path in. I'm going to pull up the folder so that you can check the dimensions of this file. So if I come over to this image, I'm going to right click on it, go to properties, details. You can see I'm using a 4500 by 5400 template, which is what Merch by Amazon requires for pretty much most of the products. Now, we didn't want to make you have to come in here and put in a hoodie file path, a phone case file path, a pop socket file path. So what you can do is actually just use one file, a 4500 by 5400 pixel design, and our app, if you have these other options enabled, will automatically resize the image for you on the back end and upload it for you. So you don't have to go through and resize all those images, copy all those image file paths, and so forth. So now that you understand how that works, you can actually just upload one design file and have it resize everything. Now, if you only wanted to, let's say, upload to pop sockets, you could use the normal pop socket template and have your own pattern style designs or whatever it may be. And then just select pop socket grip only. Set up your spreadsheet and copy the actual pop socket file paths and put them into your spreadsheet, and you can upload them that way. So if you do that, our app won't resize the image. if the actual image is the proper size. Same thing with phone cases. So that is, and hoodies. That is how those options work there. So let me go ahead and re-enable all of these. Now that you understand how that works, so phone case image alignment, you can align the resized image more towards the top of the template, and it'll realign it perfectly for iPhone cases and Samsung cases. You can align between the top and center, or you can align center, which is what most people do. But if you have maybe a text-based design, you might want to go more towards the align top option. And you can always play around with that, save as drafts, so you can kind of see how everything works. And when you feel comfortable with it, you can set your settings to publish and start uploading your products. All right, moving on. So standard t-shirt price, this is all pretty self-explanatory. This is going to be the prices for all of these products on the .com marketplace. So I'm going to go ahead and put some prices in here. The V-neck. And it looks like a lot because it is the first time you set this up. But once you run the app, the settings will automatically be saved, so you can come in here and just tweak it slightly. And again, you can always go home when you have this full setting adjusted for particular types of products. You can come home to the load save settings and actually save it, and then load those settings whenever you like. So I always recommend you do that once you have a few different sets of settings in place. So let's go down and finish the rest of this. Well, that's actually $16.99. All right, so the .com marketplace settings are all set. So I'm going to close that just by clicking on it and open up the UK settings here. And go through and do the same thing. And again, this is going to be in pounds, so keep that in mind when you're setting up your pricing. Let's go down to the German marketplace and do the same thing here. And then you have the option here for German text. You can auto-translate text to German. And if you select yes here, our app will automatically translate your title field and both bullet number 1 and bullet number 2 on the fly in the back, and then upload it into the German language settings on Merch by Amazon. So if you want to auto-translate your text, that's how you do it. You just select yes there. I'm going to leave that as no. And I don't have access to the French marketplace, the Italian marketplace, or the Spanish marketplace yet. So what I'm going to do is leave these settings blank, but it's the same. It works the exact same way as these other marketplaces. So I am just going to leave those exactly as they are, and we'll skip over those. But if you do have access to them and you're looking to upload to these marketplaces, you come through and fill out the pricing settings. And again, you can change the auto translate text options down here to yes or no. So now fit type settings. So this is the option to choose the fit type for each of the products. You have standard t-shirt here, men, women, and youth. I'm going to leave men and women. Premium t-shirt fit, I'm going to leave all these as men and women. And you got tank top and raglan, and the hoodies, of course, are unisex, so there's no option here for that, as it's all controlled by Amazon. You don't actually have a selection here. And the same thing with pop sockets. There's only one size there. There's only one option. And phone cases, you'll have all options available, so you don't need to actually select those. Now the last option here is the color settings. And if I go back to my design here, you can see that this is a darker design. So knowing that, I need to upload this to lighter merchandise. So I'm going to select white here. Maybe this gray will go with these red and blue. And that's probably good. I'll try to stick with those generic settings for each of these products. The tank top, and you'll just go through and adjust this for every single product. And now you have the hexadecimal color code for pop socket grips. So because we are resizing your image, and you can see it has a transparent background, we need to add a color to that background. So again, if you're using Merch Titans Automation to automatically resize your image and upload it for you, it'll also add a background color to your image. So this is for pop sockets. You can come in and click in here, click through any of these color options, or you can come over to the side choose the color you want, or put in your own hexadecimal code here. So I'm going to go with white. And of course, if you didn't know that hexadecimal code, you could just move this all the way up to the top left for white and the bottom left for black. So my design is a dark color design. So again, I'm going to go with the white background, and I'm going to do the same thing for phone cases here. So once that's done, you'll click choose, and you can see a preview of the color here. Now that is it for the entire Merch by Amazon settings. One more thing to cover is the advanced settings here. If you click down on this, you can actually map your columns inside of Excel to the title, description, brand, bullet 1, and bullet 2 options for Merch by Amazon. So you can see here everything's already mapped perfectly. So title, and if I go back to my spreadsheet, you can see I have title here. It's all based on your Excel headers. It's got title, description, let me go back. Description, then the primary tags. Primary tag for TeePublic. As you can see, these two options won't be used in Merch by Amazon, so we're skipping those. Have Merch by Amazon brand, Merch by Amazon bullet number 1, and Merch by Amazon bullet number 2 here. So knowing that, you can come in here and even adjust this spreadsheet and have your own custom headers and your own custom layout, and then just adjust these or just map that information properly, and you're good to go. As you can see, I have description, I have the brand, the bullet 1, and bullet 2. Everything's mapped perfectly. So that is how that works. I'm going to close out of that, and everything is good with the Merch by Amazon settings. So I'm going to move back to the home page over here, and now I think we're ready to upload. So all I have to do is make sure Merch by Amazon is enabled, then click Start, and you'll be presented with a page for managing your products. So this is really convenient. Now you can choose which products you want to upload just by selecting them, or obviously checking all. And you can do these options up here for the entire spreadsheet. So if you're uploading to more than Merch by Amazon, you'll have each platform in its own section. You can check all or uncheck all. Or if you want to do it by platform, so in this case Merch by Amazon, you can use these filters here. So check all, we're going to try to upload all these products, and that should be good. So now you want to hit Start Upload, and then the app will go ahead and check your spreadsheet and make sure your file paths are good, and then launch Chromium to start automating your design publishing to Merch by Amazon. And it can take a few seconds if you're doing resizing, which we are, because it can take anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds depending on how many images you're resizing to different products. So we're going to go ahead, it'll sit here while it resizes those in the background. Then when it's ready, it'll go over to the create page, select your marketplaces, and start uploading your designs. So give that a few more seconds. All right, so now it's moving to the create page. It'll select our marketplaces and then start uploading our designs for us. And this is completely automated, happening on its own. So you can see it's uploading the hoodie designs now. So it resized those in the background, and uploaded the pop socket design and selected that white background color, and the same thing with these phone cases. And as you can see, they look quite good. Now if we move down to the product details page here, you can see that's inputting our data for us. You should move on to the German product details page and input that data. And once this is done, it'll move up to the standard t-shirt and go through the full list, start adjusting the sizing options, the colors, and the pricing for each product. So you can see here it's selecting men and women as we have from the app, and selecting the colors we put into the app as well, and now putting in the pricing. So it'll do that for all products. So I'm going to go ahead and let you just watch this, and when it's done, I got a few more things I'll show you. All right, so now that it has finished everything, it's going to go ahead and publish these products. And once it's done publishing, again, it'll take a few seconds for it to auto resize those images for the hoodies, pop sockets, and phone cases. And then it'll select the marketplaces and start that process over again for the next design in your spreadsheet. So it starts with the first design and then moves down one design per time or at a time until the entire spreadsheet is complete. So the great thing about that is you can get this process started. You can minimize Chromium and continue to use your computer, or you can step away from your computer and go do things that you need to do while the most time-consuming process of this print-on-demand journey is taken care of. So we'll automate we'll automate the publishing of your designs to all of Merch by Amazon supported products. We'll do the resizing, color selection, sizing, all of that, and even auto-translate your text for each of these marketplaces if you select that in the Merch by Amazon settings inside Merch Titans Automation. Now that I've shown you that, I'm going to minimize Chromium, and you can come back to the app. You'll see that we are actually on the Upload Status Manage page. So if I go back to the home page, you can get here at any time by going to Upload Status and clicking Upload Status. And you'll see your spreadsheet name here, and you'll see which platforms it's uploading your designs to, and in this case, Merch by Amazon. So from this page, you can always come back to the Manage Uploads whenever you like, just by clicking this button. And you can see which products are published. You can see here this one's done, and it's currently uploading this product. And when this one's done, it'll say the same thing, published. Now let's say maybe you got 10 of these published, and for whatever reason, you exited Chromium accidentally, or something happened, and you didn't want to have to go and edit the data in your spreadsheet and delete the ones that were uploaded. Now what you can do is come up here and just click Uncheck Finished, and it'll uncheck all of the published products, and then you can click Start again, and the automation will take off right where it was ended. So it's really easy to manage your products now and your uploads this way. But that is how that's how the Manage page works, and that's how Merch Titans Automation works for Merch by Amazon. Now, of course, there's a lot more to it, but I covered the most important steps. If you need any help or any assistance, feel free to reach out to our support. We're always here to help. And then there's one more thing I wanted to mention that's really cool. Now that instance is running, so we have this upload instance running here, what you could actually do if you prefer is go select another spreadsheet and then go through and adjust the settings or load some save settings, and then start another uploading instance. And then once you do that, you can come back to Upload Status, and you can manage multiple upload instances at the same time. You don't have to worry about the spreadsheet and all that, because now the data from the spreadsheet is going to be cached inside of your RAM, so that you can actually manage multiple spreadsheets at the same time and upload to multiple products or multiple platforms all at the same time, and it gives you a much easier page to manage that. So with that being said, that is it for this video. I will see you in the next one.